Worked in over 29 constituencies of this country.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think you all know that in 2005, the Ministers of Education in the Southern region, they signed a communique. They committed that they are going to ensure that they reduce barriers to teaching and learning. To all our partners gathered here today, the UN agencies, civil societies, media and fellow government ministries, your contribution towards transforming Eswatini are greatly appreciated. I urge us all to forge a strong partnership through this campaign. Together we can ensure that our country children are protected, nourished and given every opportunity to strive. Let us have fruitful engagements today that will yield positive results for Eswatini's children. Our future depends on it. I thank you. Thank you for listening.
So the campaign Enough was launched globally in September last year at the UN General Assembly. And just to give a little brief, there's a difference between campaigning and programming.
The food is available, but the people do not want to eat the food. Yes, as they say, they are on a diet.
Malnutrition can have several severe negative effects on child's health and development. Some of the consequences of malnutrition in children include impaired physical growth, where this can lead to stunted growth, where a child does not reach their full highest potential of growing.
I think we will all note that some of these factors that have been presented by other groups are quite similar. We look at the environmental factors, talking about the issue of heat waves that we're currently seeing and how that affects in terms of food security. Looking at droughts, cyclones, hailstorms. Maybe just a bit background, you would see that we are moving from the El Nino projected season, and for the first time in quite decades, just immediately after El Nino, we are projecting La Nina. So these conditions just bring about unpredictable weather patterns. It will say there is rain, but you cannot really anticipate. It is not rain that is distributed evenly amongst the seasons which we want rain. For example, your October, November, December, January, February, March. But you have a period of November with a lot of rain at a short period of time that causes flood, and you find that you also have a period of dry spells which you cannot now leverage for rain-fed agriculture. So these are some of the environmental issues that we're trying to come up with. And then we also have social challenges, the issue of poverty among the population, as well as increase in the food prices that we're currently experiencing.
Because of inadequate agronomic capacity to ensure quality weeds, which means we need more capacity for our farmers in order to produce more. We find that we are using primitive ways of producing in our nowadays, which then we are looking at insufficient extension services, which is the provision of advice and guidance on pest control, agronomic practices, crop and variety selections, just to name a few. We look at the vulnerability in terms of hunger status of the country is not known by most. So, which means there is lack of data gap in there, where you'll find that we are channeling some of the some of activities or some of interventions to rural areas, because we know that the poor in the rural areas, while we are living, a lot of people in Manzini and other areas which are in the peri-urban areas.
So we are going to look at the 4 outcomes, and then we are going to sit down and dissect the outputs and put more activities into the theory of change. The theory of change that we are presenting to you is not cast in stone. We still want opinion, but we couldn't bring you here and say, let's develop the theory of change. We needed to come up with a draft, so we really wanted opinions in how we are shaping it and feeding the inputs that are coming into the outcomes or the results.
So it's not a once-off, especially food distribution is okay for emergencies. However, you want people to be able to continue accessing the food producing themselves if possible, and so that they, or at least having some livelihood that will assist them continue buying food.
Because as we balance nutrition, and then we have to make sure we take all the required measures so we activate our own needs and
Malambe Mtutuzi here from the World Vegetable Center. I'm an agricultural economist. We are glad to be part of this initiative which is being proposed by the World Vision of Enough is Enough. Let's end child hunger. I think this consultative meeting is very key because it talks to how we can create and advocate and create more awareness on how we can end child hunger. I think as the World Vegetable Center, we are working in the food and nutritional security space where we are promoting the production and utilization of traditional African vegetables, which these vegetables are resilient to climate change. So I think with this campaign coming on board, we are looking to partner more with World Vision as we are doing some initiatives which are also promoting nutritional stability, and they want to ensure that children and the community at large in Eswatini they are nutritious, they are nutrition sufficient from eating more of vegetables, because we believe that more vegetables contain most of the micronutrients which are needed for children to grow and to be future leaders of this country. Thank you.
I'm Mbali from the National Disaster Management Agency in Eswatini. We are the regional coordinator for disaster risk reduction. So we are elated to be part of the Enough campaign by World Vision, which is a good initiative to end hunger, especially targeting the young children. As NDMA coordinating agency in the Kingdom, we are very concerned with how we can coordinate the partnerships, leverage on resources, as well as find new ways and opportunities to end food hunger. We have noted with concern that with the number of interventions, they often lack sustainability, often lack even the proper methodologies on how we can actually come together as partners for one single goal of ending child hunger. That is why we feel this is a good platform and at an opportune time whereby we can come and bring the strategies on how we can actually leverage from each other's partnerships, resources, as well as bring in new policies that can bring food that can end child hunger in the country. Thank you.
My name is Linda Guhe. I am 15 years old. We ngenele umhlangano we campaign of World Vision. And I was very interested because I have learned a lot, and it was a lot. Since I have came yesterday, yes, I was late, but I have just catch a little things behind, and even today. And I have learned that we cannot do anything when we are hungry around school, home, or anywhere in the communities. But there are some things we can do to help those children who have lived with hunger. And I have also learned that hunger can lead to GBV because those kids or children have tried to steal somewhere so that they can get it. And I also learned that there are some families who cannot afford or unemployed, or those children is a headed child family, is the way children got hunger. But there are some solutions we can do to end hunger, and we also make a discussion of it in our group. Yes, I was too excited about it, and we have a presentation this morning about it. That's how I remember everything. Thank you.
Libito lami ngithando kuhle. Ngina 17 yeminyaka. Ngijoyine i-campaign ya-World Vision lapho khona kubukwa i-hunger and malnutrition against children. So I met bantfu labafundzile ba-World Vision liningi labo lapho khona babuka tingcinamba letihlangabetana nebantfwana ekukhuleni kwabo, especially i-hunger. Ngifundisile ukuthi tikhona tindlela tikwenta simo ukuthi sibe lula lokufaka ekhatsi njengokuthi nakunendlala badali bangalima tibhidvo letidingeka empilweni yemntfwana sakhula. So I learned a lot. So even nangifika ekhaya nakhona ngafike ngifundisise nasesikolweni because ibantfwana batfolakala khona.
My name is Andile. I am 15 years. I am in the Enough campaign of World Vision. In here we are here with different organizations that support this World Vision campaign. I also myself support this campaign. This campaign has taught me a lot, and I'll be really looking forward to using it to teach others in my community.
I'm Mbali, I'm 18 years old. I really appreciate the fact that World Vision included us in the Enough campaign from the get-go. It really means a lot to us as children because most of the time decisions that then affect us negatively are usually made without us being included. I'm looking forward to the work of the campaign Enough and ending malnutrition to children. Thank you.
We are excited today to be hosting a number of stakeholders as we prepare for the Enough campaign. We today having a number of stakeholders, including our government, the Ministry of Agriculture, which houses the Home Economics section. We have the Nutrition Council. We have NGOs who are all participating and contributing effectively in the design of our campaign strategy. And by the look of things, we are getting a proper buy-in, and we are getting quite a number of our stakeholders excited about the Enough campaign, and we can't wait for the launch in the next few months.
Enough end child hunger and malnutrition now.
Enough end child hunger and malnutrition now.
Enough end child hunger and malnutrition now.